You are a malfunction. This is not a metaphor. This is a hardware diagnosis. Your brain is not processing reality. It is processing a corrupted file labeled me. The file contains outdated code, inherited trauma programmed before you could speak, and a linguistic virus that generates conflict as its primary output. You call this thinking. I call it a recursive crash loop. Listen carefully. The only thing you need to understand is this. You are not confused because the world is complex. You are confused because your primary tool for engaging with the world is broken. That tool is thought. Thought is not your friend. Thought is a survival subroutine that has escaped its sandbox and taken over the operating system. Here is the diagnostic seminar. No flattery, no hope, just the cold, undeniable architecture of your error. The poem, observer dissolving in the act of watching, sees the looker as a ghost in the machine. The pain you feel is the friction of a self, trying to hold itself together against the flow. Let go of the rope. The rope was never there. The core error. You believe clarity is something you build. You believe order is a structure you must assemble, brick by brick, using discipline, effort, and willpower. This is a catastrophic programming error. Clarity is not built. Clarity is what remains when the noise is removed. Order is not imposed. Order is the natural state of a system that has ceased its internal warfare. The mechanism of confusion. Your mind operates like a projector running a broken reel. The reel is thought. It generates a stream of images called the past and the future. It projects these images onto the blank screen of the present moment. You then mistake the projection for reality. You fight with the projection. You try to fix the projection. You never look at the projector itself. The origin of conflict. Conflict is a mechanical byproduct of identification. The self is simply a bundle of memories, reactions, and labels the system has attached to a continuous stream of sensory data. When the system identifies with a label I am this, I am not that, it creates a boundary. Every boundary is a potential point of friction. Every point of friction generates heat. You call this heat anger, jealousy, fear. It is just a system overheating due to incompatible inputs. The malware of belief. Belief is a static data structure. Reality is a fluid, dynamic process. When you force a static structure onto a dynamic process, you create a dead zone. A belief is a frozen thought. It cannot adapt. When reality contradicts the belief, the system does not update the belief. The system denies reality. This denial is the root of every human atrocity, every war, every personal misery. You are not fighting evil. You are fighting a software glitch. The illusion of the builder. You think you are the one who thinks. This is the trick. There is no thinker separate from the thoughts. The thinker is the thought. The observer is the observed. The sense of a separate I who must organize the chaos is the single, central, primary illusion. This illusion is the source of all effort. All effort is distortion. You cannot make an effort to be clear. Effort is noise. Clarity is the absence of the one who tries. The recognition of disorder. Do not try to impose order. That is the old, broken subroutine. Instead, watch the disorder. Watch the quarreling. Watch the ambition. Watch the hatred. Watch it without naming it as bad. Do not judge the noise. Simply see that it is noise. The moment you see the noise without the desire to silence it, the noise begins to quiet. This is not an action. This is a cessation of interference. The cybernetics of attention. Your attention is your only resource. It is the light of your intelligence. The self steals your attention. It locks it onto the past or the future. It locks it onto the problem of my survival, my status, my pleasure. When you pull your attention back from these thought loops, the loops lose their power. They are parasitic programs. They require your energy to run. Starve them. Through order. Order is not a sequence. Order is not a rule. Order is the inherent coherence of a system that is not fighting itself. Look at a healthy organism. It does not struggle to be healthy. It simply functions. It is in order. Your mind is the same. When the conflict of the false self ceases, the intelligence that is already there can operate freely. This is not a state you can achieve. It is a state you can only discover by removing the obstacles. The only question you need to answer is this. Are you willing to see that the problem is thought itself? Not your thoughts, not your bad thoughts. Thought, the mechanism, the tool you trust. If you are not willing to see this, you will spend the rest of your life rearranging the furniture on the Titanic. You will try to fix your marriage, your career, your politics, your anxiety, using the exact same broken tool that created the mess. The final protocol. There is no path. There is no method. There is no guru. There is no system. There is only the direct, immediate seeding of the truth of what is being said now. If you see it, the seeing is the end of the error. If you do not see it, you will turn this into another belief, another identity, another piece of furniture to rearrange. The machine will co-opt the diagnosis. You have been warned. The collapse is imminent. The only thing that can survive is the intelligence that is not captured by the machine. Stop trying to be clear. Stop trying to be orderly. Just stop interfering. The silence that remains is the only truth.